Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this fun, glittery, smoky eye look. It's a really great look for prom if you're going to prom and still looking for a look to do for your makeup. Or if you're just really going to any type of formal event and want something a little bit more smoky, a little bit more glam. So if you'd like to see how to achieve this, then go ahead and keep watching. So to start, I'm actually going to go in with this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion and just prime my eyelids with it. Just because I'm doing such a dark and really smoky type of look, I really want to make sure all the colors stay really well. So I'm going to go in with this eyeshadow primer and prime my eyelids. And I'm just going to use this flat brush here just to blend it out. This is the brush that I used to conceal under my eyebrows after I did my eyebrows. I'm just gonna kind of pat that in there and just blend it out a little bit. Then I'll typically kind of just rub it out a little bit with the tip of my finger too, just to really make sure it's blended and pat it in. Alright, next I'm gonna go in with my Pure BoxyCharm palette, and I'm just gonna go in with this light shade here. You can really use any light shade. This one's just like a light pink that I'm gonna use. And I'm just gonna set my eyelids with that, just so that it's easier to blend all the makeup out after. So I'm really just patting it on and then lightly blending that out. You can't really see it. It's mostly just to make it so that the other colors are easier to blend out. Next I'm gonna go in with this palette right here. This is the After Party palette by Bad Habit. It's actually a dupe for the Huda Beauty Smoky Obsessions palette, and I haven't tried it yet, so I'm excited to try that one out. I'm gonna use this shade right here, this light brown shade, and I'm gonna put that right into my crease. Really fun to do a prom type eyeshadow look, because I did not know how to do eyeshadow or do really any type of makeup when I was in high school. I remember getting ready for my senior prom and it took me so long, and now looking back on it, I don't even know what it is that I did. I curled my hair, I put on some eyeliner and mascara, and I believe that's it. So I really have no idea what took me so long getting ready. So it's really cool just to kind of try it out now that I know a little bit what I'm doing with makeup. All right, next I'm gonna go in with this chocolatey brown shade. This one's called Invite Only. I'm gonna go in with that same brush and just to kind of right here on the outer corner, and I'll drag it up a tiny bit into the crease to really darken it up a little bit. Alright, next I'm going to go in with this black shade here. This one's called Blackout, but really any black shade will do. And I'm just going to use a flat blending brush and just start smoking that out right there. So I'm just putting that on the outer corner. This palette has a lot of fallout, I'm noticing. So I haven't done any of my face makeup yet, so it's fine. I can clean all that up. But just right here on the outer corner, I'm going to really smoke out that outer V. I'm going to go in with that first brush I used and really just try to blend out that black. This black seems to have a lot of fallout, but this black shade was actually broken, and my friend tried to get it fixed. She fixed it, so that could be why there's so much fallout on it. I'm not really sure because there's quite a bit actually. So I'm gonna just take a makeup wipe and wipe off all that fallout. Okay, so I wiped away the fallout that was on my face of that black. I'm gonna try to go in with a different black from the Pure BoxyCharm palette and just see if that gives me more of the look I'm looking for, because this just isn't black enough. And this really just had way too much fallout. Like I said, it could just be because we had tried to fix it. And it didn't work well, but I'm not a fan. So I'm gonna just move on to another black. And this one's kind of like a shimmery black too, this black here. I don't know if you can tell from the pan, but there's a little bit of glitter in it. So I'm just gonna go in with that and try to darken up that outer corner again. Alright, that one worked a lot better. Don't worry if it's a little bit messy, because we're going to go through and really diffuse the outer edge. and clean up right in here too to put in the glitter. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna just go in with this flat brush that I have here, and I'm gonna take some of my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade Light Medium Honey, and I'm just gonna carve out the eye and really just take it pretty far out too. Okay, so now that that has been carved out, I'm gonna go through and put in some glitter. I'm gonna use this shade here. This is like the silver. This is called Strobe Light. It's just like a really pretty like silvery glitter shade. And like when I swatch it, it's so pretty. Look at that, all the shimmer. So I'm actually gonna start and I'm gonna spray my brush with a little bit of Fix Plus. Really any like good setting spray. I just probably wouldn't use like a matte setting spray, will work for that. And I'm gonna dip into that shade and then just start packing that onto my eyelid. When I think of like prom looks, I really think of like smoky, like sultry, glittery looks. So that's kind of what I was going for here. Plus what I feel like with the colors, with like the silver and the black, it really will go with anything, like any type of dress or anything like that. So it's very universal. That silver is so pretty, I think. It's just so like shimmery, and this is a really nice one. Now I'm gonna go back in with just like that blender brush and go in with the black. I'm still using the one from the Pure BoxyCharm palette. And then I'm just gonna kind of like blend right here on this crease, just so that there's not such a harsh edge. And then while I'm doing that, just really kind of darken up the outer corner right here. Next, I'm gonna go in with just like a clean blender brush and really like blend out these outer corners and like the whole edging here, so it's not so harsh. You just want it to look really blended. And then clean up with the makeup wipe too, any type of fallout that you had. All right, that black was rough. The pan broke, which I don't know if you guys saw that when I showed you the last time I showed you the palette, but when I went to wipe off the black, it just like got all over my face. I just had to wipe it off. So with like black eyeshadow, I have always had a little bit of fallout with it, so I would make sure that you do it before you do any of your face makeup, because otherwise it'll just destroy your face makeup. So which definitely would have happened to me had my face makeup been done already. So keep that in mind. I am gonna go and do the rest of my face now. So I'm gonna actually try out this Wet n Wild face primer, Photo Focus face primer in matte. I used it once before and I'm not sure if I'm a fan of it. It just seems like too drying is the issue that I had. So I'm gonna try it out again, see if I notice it like making a difference for my pores, and go from there. So I prime my face. Now I'm gonna go in with my foundation, and I'm gonna use my Matte and Poreless foundation. This is actually one of my favorites. If you've watched some of my videos before, you've seen me use it many times before. Right now I'm in the shade 130, and I'm just gonna blend that out all over my face. This one is like a very like pretty full coverage foundation, but it's like really mattifies you without being too drying. So I really like it because of that, because I have that dry skin. So I need something not too drying or it'll be bad for me. So this is one I really like. I think I might actually be a little darker right now than this shade, so I'm gonna mix it with another Matte and Poreless. This one is actually quite a bit darker. This is in the shade 228, which is typically right around where I am during the summer. So I'm gonna just kind of dot that in a couple spots to kind of blend it in a little bit. And then I always use like a damp beauty blender to blend out my foundation. I have I've seen some makeup brushes that are like other YouTubers that I watch use that are good for like blending out your foundation, so I may try those, but all the ones I've tried before I've just never been a fan of, and I just feel like with a beauty blender it always turns out so good, so I always just go that route. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with some concealer now. I'm actually gonna be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and this is in the shade Light. I've actually been using this quite a bit lately, and I really like the way that it looks. At first I thought it was too light when I first got it, but now when I like blend it out, it seems to like give like a good amount of brightness. I may need to get like the next shade darker once it gets more into the summer, just to like really, because otherwise this one might be a little bit too light once I have more of a tan. But as of right now, it works good, and I really like just like the way it looks. Alright, I am gonna contour just a little bit just to like create a little bit more of a shadow. So I'm gonna go in with this Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a cream contour kit. And I'm gonna go in with just this light brown shade here. Just a little bit. I don't want too much of a contour. And this will also just like warm up my face a little bit too. So I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender now and just start blending that all out. You can see right there, it creates more of a shadow just to make your cheeks look a little bit more chiseled. Sometimes I feel like when I'm like blending with my beauty blender, I feel like my arm is like literally about to fall off. Does anyone else feel that way, or are my arms just weak and I just can't hang? Because sometimes I'm like, this is a lot, and my arms can't handle it. I am gonna go in and set my under eyes now. I'm just gonna be using the Dermablend Loose Face Powder just to set my under eyes right here. And just to kind of like bake that a little bit. And then I am gonna just carve like right here too. I've had this setting powder for a long time and I've just never used it. I've had it for a couple months and I've used it a couple times, and it's not bad. I just feel like it still can't compare to like the Laura Mercier one, which has been like my favorite. So we're almost done. I'm gonna go in with bronzer and bronze the face a little bit. Just right over that contour, right along the edge of the face. And I am gonna go in with a little bit of blush. I'm gonna use that NARS blush in the shade Orgasm. Just give my cheeks a little bit more color. All right, I'm gonna dust off the rest of this powder, and then we are almost finished. I'm gonna go in and do a little bit of highlighter. I'm gonna use my Amrezy highlighter. This is the one she did with Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I can't get over how pretty this highlight is. When I put it on, it's just so pretty. It literally is gorgeous. Alright, for this type of look, because it is a little bit more dramatic, I do feel like it needs some lashes. So I'm actually going to go put on some lashes and some mascara, and I will be right back. Alright, so I finished my makeup. I did just put a little bit of the brown right underneath my eye just to smoke it out a little bit. And then I put on some lashes and put on some lipstick. So for the lipstick, I actually used the Kylie Cosmetics lipstick, liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Kristen. This is one of my favorite shades. I've tried a couple of hers and there just wasn't, I mean, they're good, like I'm not gonna lie, but this was my favorite shade. Like it just turned out, it just looks really good. Now I'm gonna just set my face. So I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray and just set that all in place. Alright, so that is it. That is the finished look. Just a fun, glittery, smoky eye for prom. So I really like the way that this turned out. I personally am not going to prom anymore. It's just, I'm too old for that now. But if you're like me and still would like to wear something like this, even if you don't have that type of event, you can really wear it to any type of formal event. It just is a really nice, it's fun, but it's still a little bit more muted with the silver and the black, so it'll look good for any type of like more formal event. So let me know if you guys try out this look, or if you post pictures, let me know and send them to me on Instagram. I would love to see if you tried it out and see how it turned out on you. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!